My specialization area is on explosives and weapons effects. So I teach classes in the physics department in this area, run several relevant research programs in this as well. So right now, for example, we have a weapons track within our physics department which focuses on a fundamental understanding of weapons effects, how, for example, explosives will detonate and generate lethality. So one of the unique things that I was excited about when I joined the faculty here was the ability to teach in this relatively niche, interesting research area, but still teach it from the approach of looking at it from a fundamental science perspective. Most of the important effects that happen during a weapons and target interaction is usually going to occur more on the micro or sometimes even faster timescales. And so trying to think intuitively about how does something respond when the entire event lasts 100 microseconds is challenging from kind of our intuitive understanding of the world. So I'm hoping the students will be able to think and have a good intuition if they are, for example, in charge of weapon systems in the future, or possibly in acquisitions of weapon systems. They'll have a good intuition on what are the core effects that this weapon system is going to deliver. I can understand how things respond, or if we make a change, for example, I have a good intuition then on whether I expect this will be viable or not. NPS offers kind of an interesting opportunity for a lot of students because you'll learn things which will be very, very relevant for a continuing career in the military, also maybe like a post-military career in the defense industry. But you'll also get a traditional degree, like in our case, most of our students get degrees in applied physics. Something that will also be relevant in general and kind of accepted out in other fields as well. But I think NPS is unique in that we do specifically focus on a number of items that you really could not learn at other universities. In the case of our department, we focus on weapons, sensors, underwater acoustics. These are things you really could not learn unless you became a scientist in a government lab. In many cases, you could not get a formal instruction in many of these areas. There are not generally textbooks in these areas, and a lot of this stuff is not necessarily in the open literature. So I think NPS is kind of a unique opportunity to learn some of this stuff that's mostly passed through the government research and development system, and we kind of compact this into usable nuggets for the students during a quarter-long class, which I think is a really unique opportunity.